What's your name?
Russell Mokiber.
And you represent?
ProsecuteMassey.org.
And what's your reason for being here today?
We're here we want a criminal prosecution of Massey Energy for the deaths of the 29 mine workers. I'm from West Virginia, and in West Virginia, if you're in a car and you drive recklessly and you accidentally kill someone, you will be prosecuted for involuntary manslaughter. In West Virginia, we believe that if you're operating a workplace recklessly, with reckless disregard for the safety of the workers, you should be similarly prosecuted. So we've spoken to the prosecutor in Raleigh County where the miners died, and she's open to a criminal prosecution. We've set up a website, ProsecuteMassey.org, where we're urging people to go there and to sign a petition calling on the prosecutor to bring involuntary manslaughter prosecution against the company and the responsible executives.
Tell us what organization are you with, and why are you here today?
Well, I'm a volunteer organizer with Mountain Justice, and I am here today because there is a criminal enterprise, Massey Energy, that's being allowed to operate with impunity, and they're meeting inside this building here. And it's my duty as an American to come out here and continue to build that pressure against Massey Energy to support the shareholders inside. They're calling for Don Blankenship's resignation or more, and to continue to bring that message to politicians, give them a little more will to act, that this business of profit over people has to stop. The same mentality that makes it okay for people to bypass safety standards in the name of production is the same mentality that makes it okay for people to poison communities' drinking water in the name of production.
Do you have any environmentalist interests at all, or are you just purely in support of the labor, or is it a little of both? Or?
It's both. I mean, you know, people deserve a safe place to go to work. People also deserve a safe place to live and raise a family. If your house is being rocked every day at 4 in the afternoon by a blast, if you got black water running down the creek by your house, it's not the safest place to be raising kids. You know, you got dust filling your air, coal dust piling up on your cars and getting in your lungs. You know, in some communities in southern West Virginia, people don't have to go underground to get black lung. They don't have to go underground to get that coal dust in their lungs.
And they manage to keep the unions out pretty effectively, don't they?
Yeah, Don Blankenship prides himself in what he has done to the union. He still carries around a TV set with a bullet hole in it from when there was a union struggle going on at the raw sales facility that he was managing before he was CEO. So yes, to me, it all goes hand in hand. Worker safety, safe, healthy communities, and that is environmental. But you know, I'm not an environmentalist; I'm a survivalist.
Right. Okay, I'm here with Kevin Zeese. We're in front of the Jefferson, where Massey Energy has just had their shareholders meeting. A couple of thousand union people showed up to protest. They're beginning to break up now, but so Kevin, how do you feel about what happened here today?
It's a good showing of union members, environmentalists, human rights activists, and economic justice activists who want to see Massey Energy held accountable for their actions, and that means personal accountability. At StopTheChamber.com, we're urging a criminal prosecution of Massey Energy officials. We put out a $50,000 reward for information leading to their arrest and conviction, and we're serious about it. People's lives are at stake. Massey keeps putting profits before people, and that means people are going to keep dying. So it's going to take people getting organized and standing up. It's going to be people inside the corporation coming forward and doing their responsibility, telling the truth about what's happening at Massey Energy, how they're letting people die in order to make more profit.
And how many safety violations has Massey had this year?
In the last year alone, they've had 1,000 safety violations and nearly $1 million in fines. And a lot of those violations involved exactly what looks like the cause of this accident. Not able to get the combustible gases out of those mines so that people are safe working down there. And so it's prima facie evidence of gross negligence leading to death. That's what involuntary manslaughter is. These guys should be held accountable personally. Already, Massey has paid the largest criminal fine in history for the death of 2 other miners a few years ago. That didn't stop them. It's going to take more than fines to hold these people accountable. It's going to take putting people in jail, prosecute them for involuntary manslaughter for their negligence. Go ahead.
Now, were those violations, were they all at the same mine, or was that across all of Massey's? Was that all of Massey's mines, or was that just at,
the
Upper Big Bend?
Upper Big Branch mine had $1 million in fines already in the last year for its violations of mine safety rules, and that's just that one mine. And there's also evidence now that there was tampering with evidence, some obstruction of justice, where they actually hid. Hold on a second. Where they actually tore records out of books in order to hide their safety violations. So we hear the FBI is now investigating them. We hear the U.S. Attorney is investigating them. We hear the State Attorney is willing to look at evidence on investigation. So there is interest, and so people need to get organized, provide information. If you work in Massey, come forward and tell the truth about what these criminal violations and what these violations and negligence involve that led to these deaths.
Now, I just got word that this morning there were protesters blockading the Massey headquarters in Boone County, and they were arrested, and they're being held on $100,000 bond each.
That's right.
Do you have any comment on that?
I think it shows that Massey's afraid, and they're putting all they can, all their bought and paid for politicians are coming forward to try to support them. That is a sign of fear. That is a sign of a corporation that's nervous. If protesters are getting $100,000 bail, that's a sign of a corporation that's in trouble. And that means that we should be upping our pressure, heightening the conflict, adding to those kind of voices, and coming forward even more aggressively, urging prosecution of Massey executives.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Kevin Zeese.
Alrighty, thanks a lot.